Police officers nationwide on high alert, and many of them fear they are being left high and dry. Welcome, everybody. I'm David Asman, in for Neil Cavuto. Thanks for watching. New York police officers literally turning their backs on the mayor after the assassination of two of their own. They fear his support for anti-cop protests will spark more attacks on law enforcement. Al Sharpton saying a de Blasio blame game is only making things worse. But Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson says it's the blame game against the police that made this happen. Reverend, what do you mean?
Hey, David. Merry Christmas to you. My prayers and thoughts goes out to the families who lost their family members in the shooting. I have to tell you, David, I blame Mayor de Blasio, I blame Al Sharpton, and I blame the so-called civil rights leaders because they have been encouraging this type of hatred toward police officers for years now. And when the mayor said that he is teaching his son, who is half black, how to deal with cops, he indicated right then that the officers would be going after his son simply because he is black, which is not true. But that encourages anger and fear. Sharpton, since the Tawana Brawley situation, Freddie Mac situation, has been encouraging anger and racism from black Americans toward white cops and white people at large. And so now they have blood on their hands because had not they been telling lies for so many years, they've also said that the Justice Department is a racist department toward black Americans. And now Blasio believed into that lie, and this is the result of it.
Well, and it was just, to your point, it was just a week ago that we saw protesters in New York who de Blasio characterized as peaceful, chanting, "What do we want? Dead cops." Well, a week later, there are two dead cops in Brooklyn. So there does seem to be, frankly, I think anybody who doesn't think there's a connection between protests like this and chants like that and what actually happened is naive.
Without a doubt, I was stunned and shocked and upset when the mayor met with the protesters who were calling for the death of the police officers, in essence turning his back on the officers, his employees. I could not believe that. My thing, too, David, I work in the inner cities around the country and been working in the cities for about 24 years now. And I have to tell you, the anger that is there now is very concerning to me. I hope that I'm wrong, but I believe that we're going to see more and more of this happening around the country. It's just sad that these officers are getting up every day, leaving their families, going out to protect the good from the bad, and they are hated for it, and their lives are being taken away from them.
Not only hated by the people, a lot of the people in the community, but more importantly, their back is not being protected by their chiefs, and by certainly the police chiefs are, but not Mayor de Blasio. Many question whether Attorney General Holder has their backs at all. We did have Mayor de Blasio, by the way, speaking to the deaths of these cops. Here's a little bit of what he had to say.
I think it's important that regardless of people's viewpoints, that everyone recognize it's a time to step back and just focus on these families. I think it's a time for everyone to put aside political debates, put aside protests, put aside all of the things that we will talk about in due time.
Well, Reverend, now he's telling people to calm down. Now, after two officers have been killed.
The mayor is a weekend too late. He should have been saying that from the beginning, but he did not. He encouraged this environment. And you're right about Eric Holder, as well as Barack Obama. They, too, are encouraging this type of environment. We all know that Michael Brown did not have his hands up. Michael Brown was a thug who robbed a convenience store, and according to the report, He attacked a police officer, and Michael Brown made the decision that he was ready to die, not Officer Ferguson or anyone else. It is Michael Brown's fault. And rather than being honest about that, they went out and just protected Michael Brown as though he was a hero, tiptoeing through the tulips, and blamed the officer for it. Yeah. And it's not good for America. I think Barack Obama, Eric Holder, and others should come out, hold a press conference, and apologize for deceiving the black community before it's too late.
It'd be nice for that kind of apology. Frankly, I wouldn't hold your breath on that one, but we appreciate you coming on, Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson. Great to see you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Merry Christmas to you.